You also are talking about a washable mask because a country like India, not many people will be actually be able to afford a mask 40 rupees or so every day and discard it. So, what is this affordable mask? I mean, washable
In
mask.
fact, it became a necessity for us. No, necessity is the mother of invention. At
Hmm.
IIT Delhi, for example, we have 1,000 staff, and
Uh-huh.
when we wanted to get them back, we wanted to give them these masks.
Okay.
But the question is, every day for IIT Delhi to distribute masks is not going to work for us. It's also not price wise affordable for an institution like for any institution for that matter. So we needed a mask which we give once and it lasts the entire COVID cycle. So now that is where the Nsafe Mask, again from the textile department, Professor
I see.
Mangala Joshi and her student, they came forward, and it again has an antimicrobial coating, but they
Uh,
use materials which are washable. They can
okay.
wash 50 times. In fact, the coatings are certified to last for 50 wash cycles, and it
So
again meets all the.
roughly about 2 months, if you buy a mask of this kind, I mean, roughly for 2 months you should be able to use it, roughly, right?
Yeah.
That's a very interesting innovation. That also not just any mask, but a mask that also gives you real protection. What will be its
So
specification? Like what kind of added features are there?
So they all use this three layer kind of a thing, and the middle layer is the one where the innovation happens. The outer layer contains the coatings that are required to make it antimicrobial, and so that these are the nano coatings. And in many of these are the nano fibers which are woven in a way to prevent the virus from penetrating. And also there are nano coatings on the surface which are like in one of the masks they use nano silver, and
Okay.
that nano silver essentially has that antimicrobial property
Uh-huh.
to kill the microbial kind of bacteria kind of a thing. And so these are all those technologies which are but when you have a coating to make it last 50 cycles is the innovation there.
Yeah.
People think that simple cloth mask will work and all that, but they have an efficiency of only 20% or 30%, and
Uh-huh.
that is where the technologies come in. Though it looks like anybody can make a mask, but the ones which are certified and all of that go through a lot of there is a lot of there are many scientific challenges to get those tests passed. The N95 test, for example, it's a US standard, and
Yeah.
so many of these masks cannot be called N95 because for that you need to go to that lab in the US and get it certified, and which unnecessarily increases the cost of these. But we have compared many of our masks with the N95 masks in the laboratory, and then you can see those results of how a standard N95 mask performs, how these N-safe or Kavach masks perform, and so that is the difference. And so that is why these are N95 equivalent, but not N95 because of the
Uh,
certification thing. But that is also required to keep the cost low. So at IIT Delhi now we have distributed N-safe masks to all our staff. They're all wearing them, and they're all even I use N-safe mask because, and we also need to worry about the environment at some point.
uh,
If so many people using the masks and discarding them, and one thing I should also tell you, all the masks that IIT Delhi has put out so far are biodegradable, so
mhm.
they can degrade in the
That's
natural
good.
way. That way,
Uh-huh.
you are not adding to the environment all these as pollutants. So that is also one thing that we have taken care of. So that is where many of these technologies have required that scientific expertise. And one good
Also,
thing that has also happened was, 5 years ago or 10 years ago, this could
uh,
not have happened. I mean, there could have been a technology, but how do you manufacture and market it?
mhm.
Now it is all happening through the startups. Our
Okay.
startups are playing a very major role right now in getting these manufactured in scale and getting them out into the market. And so that is where the startups are also coming in. That is one ecosystem that has got developed on our campuses now. And so these startups may not have manufacturing capabilities, but they are the ones who can interface with the outside part agencies which can manufacture. They can do the quality controls, and they can actually put it out in scale in the society. So that is also where the startups are playing a very huge role in many of these technologies right now reaching the people. So,
So as you are pointing out, the technology doesn't remain only in the laboratories, but actually reach the field, reach the people that who require. The startups ecosystem play a good role. I'm also told this Nsafe, for example, as a clip for nose and a elastic for chin, so that it actually covers your face in a best way. So, as you said, that equivalent N95 effect, although it may not be certified and officially you may not be able to call, it gives a good fit to. I mean, some people they have a broad face, some people have a narrow face, so it also enables different people to wear it, right?
Yeah. In fact, there are also masks. Many of these masks, there is not only a technology component, but there is also the aesthetic thing, and there is also design element in how to cover and how to make it, comfortable to wear and all that. And recently, the NSAFE people, for some of the physically challenged people, even for them, they have masks with a transparent kind of opening and all of that. So they
Okay.
have been innovating now further for meeting
Yeah,
the
because
requirements of
people have to do lip reading, right? I mean, so we
that.
need to also keep that in mind. I mean, that's a inclusive approach is necessary. I mean, technology cannot be very blind. I mean, it cannot just.
They have now,
Sup-
exactly, they have now masks with transparent opening, for the lip reading and all of that. So for specially challenged people, these are also now available in the market.